Hello, everybody. Welcome into Talking Fitchburg on this Wednesday, November 4th, 2020. Good evening. Hope you had a wonderful day and day to watch all the election results continue to come in. And what a night last night as well as election. Well, it'll be over eventually, and as all the counting continues here across the U.S. For the remaining absentee ballots, record amounts. And we're going to talk about that in the show today. We'll look at that in the headlines as we roll into Talking Fitchburg today. And we've got other stuff happening today. We'll talk with and replay our piece with Hy-Vee, Andrea Miller. She'll show us some good breakfast ideas. Want to make sure if you didn't see that, you have some good breakfast ideas. And then we'll check in with Bill Balke on your Fitchburg road construction update as projects continue to wind down. And we'll probably look at next week being the last road construction update for this year. So, and then we'll bring it back next year. But until then, we're done. We're done with construction, okay? Let's get into the headlines here, and we do start with the election results, the unofficial election results posted up on the city's website. You can check these out as well, but we wanted to go through them one more time in case you didn't have a chance to see those yet and see how Fitchburg fared out here in the election. So if we start with the presidential election, Andrew's got this up for you. Joe Biden taking the win here in the city of Fitchburg at a 13,008 votes. Donald Trump coming in with 3,229. And then you can see the different wards as well as far as the voting goes. So District 1, 2, 3, 4 happening there and with the different wards. So it breaks it down for you on that front with a total of 16,562 votes coming in there for the presidential race. As we move down to the congressional, Mark Pohan, Democrat, taking a win there at 12,605 votes. Legislative and state senator, district number 16. Looks like a Democrat, is that Sargent was on there? It's I believe it's Melissa. And that was 10,349 there for their senator in District 16. Moving further down here then, we've got representative to the Assembly, District 47. And it looks like a Democrat, Jimmy Anderson, at 10,275 votes there for going on to win there. Representative to the Assembly in District 60, Sandy Pope at 1,000, District 80, sorry, thank you. District 80, that's 1,968 votes there, only in a couple of wards. So those numbers being a little bit small there. As far as the county goes, district attorney, only one person on the ballot at 13,240 votes. For that, again, we're looking at the Fitchburg results here, city of Fitchburg. County clerk, Scott was the only person in the on the ballot at 13,327 votes. As founders county treasurer, Adam also running unopposed at 13,235 votes. And then Register of Deeds, looks like Christie unopposed at 13,239 votes. There was a couple of referendums for the city or the Madison Metropolitan School District in a couple of wards here in Fitchburg. And those played out with a yes or no, and a yes vote on the referendum question number 1 at 5,304 votes in for that one. On question number 2, also a yes vote at 5,655 votes coming in there for the 2 referendum questions. And I believe overall in Dane County, or in the Madison School District, that those both did pass. As far as looking at then the statistics here, and you came out and voted in record numbers, especially when we look at the absentee voters. What an incredible number, 13,009. 16,588 votes. That's together with in-person voting and absentee together. And then pre-registered by the third Wednesday prior to the election was 18,202. which is just an incredible number. So definitely awesome to see everybody register for voting there. Number of registrations in the clerk's office after the 3rd was 334. Number of registers at the poll, 754 of you registered at the polls. And as far as percentages turnout, yeah, if you're in district number 4, you turned out to vote at an 89.8%. District number 1 at 81.9, district 2 88.6, and district 3 81.8. And said district 4, you really came out 89.8, and 86%. That's a turnout for the city, which again is just an incredible number when you really think about elections. So either way, glad everybody got out and voted, and definitely glad for all of the help that the clerk's department has done through all this year with the COVID-19 and trying to keep everybody safe at the polls, the workers, the election inspectors. I want to thank them as well for all their help, and anybody who volunteered to help out our election officials. Thank you so very much. Definitely makes things a lot easier as we go through this election. All right, in other news for the day, we wanted to talk to you about COVID symptoms versus some other differences like the flu or different types of cold. So this kind of is a great chart to break that down for you. So signs and symptoms of a cold in the incubation time. So you got the cold, the flu, and COVID-19. So anywhere from 2 to 14 days for COVID-19. The flu actually is a 1 in 4. So if you're exposed to it 1 to 4 days, you might see some of that develop and then start up. As far as symptoms onset, you see gradually, abrupt, and again gradually on the COVID-19. And like I said, these symptoms are all kind of, as you can see, all kind of falling similarly. So seeing when the onset of these do come on, kind of giving you a good understanding. But some of those ones that still stand out that COVID-19 has versus the cold and the flu, the loss of taste or smell is a big one. I've heard that one big time, and that stands out here on there. And you can see in other categories like stuffy nose, common in a cold, flu, rare, COVID-19, rare. So it's very interesting how some of these come out, but good to get a reminder on that as we work through what is normally our cold and flu season here coming up. All right, help us fill the area food pantry shelves. Yeah, Pantry working on a piece here, and this is kind of cool. The holiday season is upon us, and we are gearing up for our annual Thanksgiving back program to collect donations for local food pantries. Last year, we raised just over $5,100 from 430 pounds of non-perishable food items. That's over 15,657 meals provided for those in need. Every $1 raised provided 3 meals for those in need. And if you are interested in donating this year to that, City of Fitchburg is one of the sites that you can donate to. So again, thank you for this year's partner, City of Fitchburg, one of the many municipalities that are partnering up this year. So if you can help out in any way, you can check in with Pantry. Remember, we share the links to everything. I have the link to the page where you can make the donation. And speaking of donations, really quick, we've got the Bike for Kids fundraiser also happening this weekend, donating gentle used bikes or even bikes that need help. They can take parts for them and use them to assemble. One of the collection sites this weekend is the Thirsty Goat. Stop on by between 12 and 3 p.m. All right, that does it for our headlines. Coming up next, replaying one of our Hy-Vee segments as we check in with our dietitian. She's going to give you some great breakfast ideas. That's next right here on Talking Fitchburg.